Bloody Scream Podcast. Yeah, I know. We are the champions, my friend. Bah, bah. By the way, I just have to say this right now. That Dead Bull game is without a doubt one of the funniest fucking games.
I told you.
I mean, good God. I have to say the gameplay gets a little repetitive at times, but it's just so worth it just to get to the next joke. I mean, holy crap. I just got done with the scene with the urinal, and I was just laughing my ass off.
Especially, with that game, you can literally just sit there for like 2 hours and he'll just keep talking.
I know. I'm just gonna say this right now. I was saying, hey, we're gonna stop doing reviews, just single out reviews, but I kinda wanna just review this game on its own little thing. So, I think we're bringing that shit back, reeling it in. I could actually make it a little bit more entertaining with YouTube by adding an ass load of pictures while we talk. Cause I don't know how to put our voice over a trailer yet, so, bleh. Yeah, so anyways, how you guys doing? We got Nick and other Nick.
Yo,
Nicks.
Can you tell us apart?
I know. Which one's the real one? One is an android and the other one is a clone.
Neither are the original.
Yeah, the original.
Wait, what?
I know, the original has died a long time ago. We got Nick squared again. For people who actually listen to us, you were probably wondering, hey, Brandon, you didn't put up with their Men Without Tights. It's because we didn't record an episode of Men Without Tights, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing with that show yet. Because with the movie thing podcast, and the Bloody Screen podcast, we kind of have it set what we're doing. With the comic one, I'm kind of just sitting there and I don't know what we do. Besides just sit around. I mean, granted, you and I, Nick, could have talked about The Watchmen like we did right when we turned off on the movie thing podcast. For a good, hour after.
Oh, Saga's a good comic.
Yeah. Basically what it turned into. Yeah, but anyways, how you guys doing? I've seen one of you yesterday, but Nikki G, haven't seen you since Sunday, or talked to you since Sunday.
I've been doing pretty good. I'm on the worst sleeping schedule because, God, I always choose the worst time. Like, oh, Nick, you're going to the doctor's. Wake up 45 minutes beforehand.
How many times?
Or wake up 5 minutes.
How many times you gotta go to the doctor?
Well, I have to go in for 3 more treatments and I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
Treatment for what?
I got a cluster of I'm trying to think what you call them, like blood capillaries. It's like a bunch of kind of veins underneath my chin. I mean, if you look at my old yearbook picture, you can kind of see a little bump underneath my chin. So I'm getting that removed.
Huh.
Which is great because, they're gonna they're gonna stick coils in and cauterize it to keep it from blood flow getting in.
So you're gonna get like a big old scar on your chin now?
It should be internal scars mainly.
Oh,
they're like little
I was
dots.
gonna be like, you can make up a cool story about it. Like, hey baby, got this at the bar fight at Hair and the Dog.
Yeah, it drove all the way down to Hair and the Dog.
Oh.
The dog.
It's kind of that joke was kind of for me and Nikki G here because we had a guy, back when we were in high school, we had this guy used to tell us like, oh yeah, I know the bartender on Hair on the Dog, so he lets me in all the time. And I got in a bar fight because this girl was all mad on me and her boyfriend came. We were like sophomores when he's telling us this. I was like, no one's thinking you are.
This porn star girl is so attracted to my underbeard that she's hitting on me.
Yeah, it was. I think by him saying underbeard, you kind of know who he's talking about there, Nick. Yeah, that dude really just annoyed the hell out of us. But yeah, it was just one of those things where like we actually called the bar to see if he actually knew him. He's lucky no one picked up because we called it. We're like, oh, we're gonna find out if he knows you. And I swear to God, he probably pissed his pants right there. Like, oh God, they're calling me out. They're calling me out.
Well, he didn't have a good track record with the WoW and I got shot in the head and I fell out of a window at 2 years old.
I fell out of a window at 2 years old, but I was okay. Apparently I'm Wolverine, so. But way less cool. So, what do you guys want to start with? We can get in some crazy news, or we can get into some top 5.
I like top 5.
Alright, we're doing top 5! Brought to you by Market Pantry Purified Drinking Water. It tastes like ass. Probably because it comes from ew. That just kind of made me grossed out right there. I didn't even finish my sentence. I grossed myself out. Alright. Number 5. Just before I get started, this is the sales charts for June 15th, 2013. So they're not updated, of course, because blah, blah, blah.
That's a week ago.
Yeah, video games are assholes and they don't like doing this week, whatever.
You gotta give people a week to actually, play the game to see if it's good seller.
When I get through the top 5, you can tell me whether or not people have played some of these games. Number 5 is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for the 3DS.
Yeah, little kids play that.
Yeah, that's understandable. This is U.S. top sellers, not global, because I don't like the global, because Japanese just rules. And nothing against the Japanese, it just kind of annoys me, because I don't know any of those games. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Has any of you ever played the 3DS?
Nope. Wait. Yes.
Okay, how's the 3D on that thing? Because I've never played it.
It's actually, it's good. And also you don't need 3D glasses, so that helps.
The 3DS really just seems like one of those things that's just kind of a gimmick. They're just like, Donkey Kong Country Returns in 3D. Like, they always have to have the 3D at the end of each title just to make sure you're buying a 3D title.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, when the Game Boy Advance came out and all the games were just like, Donkey Kong, Advance, Mario, Advance.
Yeah, Nintendo's not too creative on their names. Are you guys Donkey Kong fans at all? I probably asked this last week, but I don't remember.
I like the original Donkey Kong Country. Way back in the 64 days.
Yeah, same there with Nick. That's what I played mainly, but, not a huge fan.
Yeah, like I said last week, I remember saying this, I only played the original Donkey Kong, where he's throwing the barrels, that one.
Oh, you mean the one where he's the bad guy?
Yeah, the one where he's the bad guy, and Mario's called Jumpman, and you're saving the princess. Yeah, that's the only Donkey Kong I've ever played. So.
Not even Donkey Konga?
No, God, no. That sounds awful.
It's just like Drum Hero, basically.
Oh, yeah, I remember that on the Wii, where they're like, oh, yeah, hit the drum.
I was talking the GameCube one.
Maybe it was on the game. I don't fucking
when
know.
we were kids.
Either way, it was on the...
I just remember playing all the small things all the time at my friend's house. And trying to play Mario Kart with the bongos.
How'd that work out?
I could go in a straight line.
See, I always, like, when the Wii came around, I was always that cheater. Because I'd be going over to my friend's house, and we'd all play, and he had 2 Wii remotes and 1 GameCube remote. Well, certain games actually worked with the GameCube. So we'd be playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I'd be able to whip the fucking shit out of them because they're using the Wii remotes, and I'm using the fucking GameCube remote. I'm like, what's wrong, guys? Because they had that C-stick that was always the power moves. Wii didn't have that, so I'd be able to whip the shit out of them.
That depends on how you play. I know Brawl, there's 4 different ways you can play that.
True. I don't know, I didn't really play Brawl too much. I played a little bit. I was never a big Nintendo person. But, anyways, you guys ready for number 4?
Indeed.
It's time
Bring it.
once again for number 4 again. It's a game everyone's played, even Grandma. I don't know where I'm going with that. Number 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Yeah, it's in the number 4 spot.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
Still?
Yeah, it was don't worry, last week was in the number 2 spot. And I'm just like, who is still buying this game? I thought everyone owned it. Well, actually, no. Nikki G doesn't own this. Nikki G, you should go buy it. Just keep this in number 4.
No, go buy it and raise it back up to number 3.
I know. Let's raise it back up to number 3 because I don't like what's in number 3. So you should raise it back up because, it's a good game. I'm just like, really? I thought the Call of Duty horrors by that release date,
And that was my evil plan all along.
To keep this in the top 5. The only game that's still $50 and people still buy it. And $50 used, might I add.
Yeah, I just buy it and resell it. And buy it again.
Buy it, resell.
I just borrow it from someone dumb enough to buy it.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that was a bad purchase on my part. I actually really like that game. And I liked the Call of Duties, but I really liked that story. I thought it was really good. I thought they actually had a good villain for once. Usually it's always like that, generic, I am evil the Russian villain.
Plus, for, me being an Avenged Sevenfold fan, I like that little Easter egg at the end.
That was a little strange. I don't know what the fuck that had to do with anything, but yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with anything. It was just to promote their new song.
I was just like, at the end of the game, they have the Avenged Sevenfold animated playing their song, and I'm just like, okay.
Dancing for every character in the game, dead or alive.
I know, honestly, I was just like, what the fuck is this? I'm not the biggest Avenged Sevenfold fan, so I like a couple of their songs, but I'm just like, eh. Alright. Number 3. 3? I can't really do that. 3? Where they roll the R's.
Oh, yes. Dude, like the little berries and creams kid.
Yeah.
Berries and cream.
Or even like the little owl, he's like, hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? He's like, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I don't know. Number 3 is fucking Minecraft.
Oh yeah, because they just released the console disc version.
The disc version of Minecraft. I was like, I don't get it. At work, there was a little kid, I remember asking Derek about, hey, do you guys sell the is there a disc-based version of Minecraft? At the time, he said no, there wasn't. You would have to download it off the Xbox Live. Well, apparently they heard that one kid's complaint and they released the disc-based version, so that way you can waste your fucking time. Literally, this is the biggest time waster of all. I mean, because there's no objective, there's nothing to do except for just waste time. And if you're cool with that, if this is your game, I'm not going to harp on how much I do not like this game because I think it's boring as hell. Call me old-fashioned, I like my games with graphics and stories and, plots and enemies and all that stuff. Well, I guess there's enemies in that, but good enemies.
Maybe some decent graphics.
Yeah, graphics that aren't, whatever bit that is.
Like the way I look at Minecraft, it's just the Lego video game, but not like the Lego video games with a story. No, this is just you in a world made of Legos, building things out of other Legos.
No, this isn't even good enough to be a Lego game, because the Lego games...
Mega Bloks.
Yeah, thank you, you beat me too. I was gonna be like, this is the Mega Block game, the one that's the generic Legos. It's just, you have like 4 different types of Legos, you got brown, green, and like yellow and blue. And you put those together, and you're like, whoa, I built Legos, yay! And there's nothing to it, you get little generic Lego dude. Like, at least the Legos actually have big properties, like I remember as a kid, I had this big old ninja castle Lego. It was awesome, and it came with ninjas, and I was like, yeah, ninjas, and they're Legos, and I liked Legos as a kid.
Everyone liked Legos as a kid.
Not communist. I don't know. Take that, communist countries. All like 3 of you left.
Yeah, they just play with turnips.
Yeah, that's their hacky sack. You see like the hippie commies like playing with turnips. Yeah. And fucking, I would say like Kim Jong-un was cool and all when he first started. Okay. Let's go with number 2. It amazes me, but Animal Crossing, New Leaf. You know what tells me about this number 2? Is there ain't shit coming out this month. We had 1 game so far during this top 5. I mean, literally there are 2 big I guess I could call them one AAA game and 1 decent game that's came out this whole month. So, the fact that Animal Crossing's number 2 is not surprising. It's for the 3DS, and I've never played a single Animal Crossing game, so I have no idea what they're about. I'm picturing that animals that cross.
No, it's complicated.
Really?
Yeah. I can't describe it without it sounding boring, but Animal Crossing is super addicting.
Is it kind of like how people say Minecraft's super addicting, where it's actually really boring, but for some reason they just found it fun?
The other way around, though.
So it's actually fun, but other people think it's super boring?
No, everyone who plays it thinks it's really fun, but if you try to describe it to someone, it just sounds like the second most boring video game on earth. First being Minecraft.
We're just gonna turn this into the Fuck You Minecraft podcast. Where we're just a bunch of assholes just sitting around. I don't like it. This is boring. It's a good thing
See,
Scott's
I can
not on.
understand, I can understand all the kids, little kids who play it because, they like to play with their Legos, and this just makes it so they can play with Legos without, making a mess in their
Plus,
house.
they only get
Or running out.
Well, plus they only get like 2 games a month, or not. No, that's way extreme. They get like 2 games a year. So I mean, if they get Minecraft,
I don't know, I was gonna say, hell, since the day I turned like 6, I've been buying my own damn video games.
I when I was a kid, basically for a while there, I'd get a game for my birthday and a game for Christmas. I'd get like literally 2 games a year until I actually started making money, and then I'd be like, actually once I turned into a preteen, then I realized the wonderful world of trading in shit, so I traded in a lot of crap to get other crap to trade those in.
Yeah, but see, you're one of the lucky ones that has your birthday halfway between Christmas.
Oh, true.
Me? My birthday's right around the corner.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, here you go. At least you didn't have the same month, so people could still kind of justify giving you,
My grandma did.
Oh, did she?
Still does.
Here's your birthmas.
Yeah, she sends me one present for Christmas, my birthday, and Three Kings Day.
Better be good. It's $25 gift card to McDonald's. Like, yay, thank you.
Actually, yeah, this year I got 25 to McDonald's, 25 to Burger King, and 50 to Walmart.
The Walmart. Oh, I guess you weren't working at Walmart at the time. I was like, if anyone ever gives me a Walmart fucking card, that's insulting. I'll be like, fuck you. That'd be like if I gave you people a Walmart card. Me, I just, all my family, they just give me Amazon. They're like, yeah, buy your own gift. I'm like, thank you. It's exactly what I wanted to do. Buy my own gift. But.
With your money.
With their money, technically, yeah. Anyways, number 1 is the game everyone ever has been talking about, and I finally just finished writing my review.
Luigi's Mansion.
I know, Luigi's Mansion. That's actually, in the global sales, that's actually number 4. And I was like, oh, fuck that. I'm not talking about Luigi's Mansion for another goddamn week. No, it's the game that's actually really fucking fun. The Last of Us. Have either of you two played this?
Nope, waiting on Wally.
He's already beaten it.
Yes, but now he's beating it on the hardest difficulty.
I guess it is his game, so it can't be like, well, dude, beat it. Let Nick play. Let Nick beat it. Send it back, and then you can continue to play. But that's just me. You know that guy. You know what Walter's gonna get sick and tired of? Because from what you told me, he got that in the Uncharted's. He's gonna get tired of those graphics because those games look pretty fucking similar.
Yes, but they also look good.
Oh yeah, they look good, but they also look similar. But the good thing is they play completely differently. Yeah, we talked about Last of Us last week, and I already did my written review, and I don't really know how much more I can talk about it, being I'm the only one that played it. So, all I can say is, it's a fun game. It's great. It's damn near perfect. It has a couple things where I'm just like, and yeah, that's my official, I should have typed that out when I did my review of, but yeah, there's a couple things that are iffy that I don't really care for, but it's still a really great game. People hate had problems with the ending, and all I could say is, fuck off. It's not your traditional ending. Go to hell. Alright, that's the top 5. Time to go into some news. So, the first news is this weird-ass research that came out saying game demos can hurt sales, suggests research. And basically what it says is how games like, BioShock and Tomb Raider and Call of Duty, they don't release demos until after it's released. And it sells really good. I'm like, okay, here's some problems with your research right now. 1, Call of Duty is going to sell good even no matter what.
Yeah, you slapped the name Call of Duty on it, people are going to buy it.
Call of Duty,
unless it's on the Wii.
Yeah, no, true. Or any other. Okay, if it comes out on PlayStation or Xbox, it's going to sell amazingly. So, first, that's a bad one. Tomb Raider, people were excited about it without playing the demo. Same with BioShock. People were excited about this without needing a demo. Demos are to get those. I'm a firm believer in demos for a few facts. 1, if you release a shitty game, but you release a demo before your shitty game, people can see how shitty your game is. They don't buy your fucking game. You deserve not to get any sales from that game. Also, it also can help excite people for games. I remember playing Splinter Cell Conviction. I played that demo 100 times over because I was so fucking excited for that game.
As did I.
We both. I mean, and that came out way before the game. Had a blast playing it. Guess what? The game did pretty fucking well. Not besides the fact it's a Splinter Cell game, but that's beside the point.
Even the new Devil May Cry, wasn't too super excited for it till I played the demo. That was a hell of a lot of fun.
Exactly. This guy. I mean, I can understand where it hurts sales, like what I was just saying. Where if you make a shitty game, say if you make Afro Samurai, and you release the demo, people play the demo, they're like, well, that game wasn't very fun. I'm not going to go to GameStop and be like, oh, look, that's Afro Samurai. You should buy that.
Yeah. And you know that game really tanked hard considering they got Samuel L. Jackson to voice.
I know, honestly. I played that game and it was generic. It really was. That was just some generic game. But yeah, it was just, I disagree with his research completely, especially since their best-selling titles are popular titles. I was like, those games don't need demos, okay? Everyone knows how a Call of Duty is going to play. Everyone kind of knows how, granted the new BioShock played a little differently, but, Tomb Raider probably could have used a demo because no one knew how that was going to be playing. But I think games like Lollipop Chainsaw or, like Suda51 games and games that are lesser known, they need those demos to be out because they need to get anything they can get to get people to want to play their game, they need to do that. Because they're not going to have the people, people like us who buy games quite frequently, they don't really need to advertise to us because we're kind of set into the video game world. But people like, people who only play Call of Duty, maybe they need to expand.
Broaden their horizons.
Yeah, that's what the demo's great for. So I disagree with them completely. Also, one of the funniest things I saw in news. So a Texas teen jailed after League of Legends argument. Literally, what the kid said was, these people, hold on, there it is. I'm really messed up in the head. I'm going to shoot up a school full of kids and eat their still beating hearts. And the next two lines were JK and LOL. Well, some lady in Canada saw him post this on the League of Legends. She reported his ass. He's in jail right now because of this.
And I could just imagine him in court. Would you have to say for yourself, I said LOL! I said LOL! JK!
And yeah,
JK, bro, JK!
He's 18 years old, so this Justin Carter kid, he's in jail right now. And his family's trying to get petitions to get him released from jail, which is sort of understandable. But the woman was scared because apparently he lived pretty close to a school. My whole thinking is, asshole, everyone lives close to a school. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're 18, you probably have a car. If you have a car, you can get to any school anywhere.
Could you just imagine, like being in jail? Hey man, what are you in for? Oh, I was just gonna shoot up a school and eat their children still beating hearts.
My whole thinking is though, like, okay lady, seriously? You took it a little too far. I mean, granted, I'm not saying what he said was cool and all, like, that was funny. I would have been like, well, that's pretty fucked up, dude, whatever. But he's not actually gonna do it. There's like 1% of people, it's like that 1% of rich people. 1% of actual people are that fucked up in the head to go shoot up a school. So, seriously?
My guess is, what happened was he was just, raging from his League of Legends, got pissed off, and that's how angry he was, that he felt he could go shoot up a school, and he was just expressing his anger in an LOL JK form.
He should be able to use one argument in his court case of, it's the internet. Done. That's all I have to do. It's the internet. Have you heard the racist, horrible shit people say on this thing? Half this country should be I should be in jail, people. If you were friends with me on Facebook, you have seen some of the fucked up posts I make. So.
I mean, especially on, like, MMOs. I mean, I've seen some people say some fucked up shit on WoW.
I know, and that's what I just.
Or hell, even YouTube.
Yeah, oh my god, YouTube. So many people are like, there was that one chick, she was on that Bully movie, and she was saying how, like, people would say to her, like, post on YouTube or whatever, like, you should go kill yourself, and you should do Granted, if they actually do end up killing themselves, that's something else. Maybe they need to, like, look into that. If you're continuously bullying them, cyberbullying. But if you just say something, pretty fucked up on the internet, and you, even after that, you put an LOL and a JK, like, where you can clearly be like, or a ha-ha or something, where you're just showing you have a very sick sense of humor, that's not worth jail time. He's not, honestly, this kid's not going to serve any jail time. That's just fact. I don't know, they're just trying to make an example out of him or something. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but he is not
the steered straight program.
Basically, they're not doing shit to him. Nothing's gonna happen to him. At worst, he may get a fine or something, or maybe he has to do some mental test or something. But he is not going to jail for that. Honestly, I mean, they could see it as a threat. Legally, they could be like, well, technically he was threatening, blah, 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 blah. But he never said any particular school. He wasn't saying, I'm going to go to blank and shoot it up with blank. He didn't say any school, so he's good. He's just scared pistols right now because he's sitting in a jail cell. I would be
Can
too.
I at least send him a foam donut to sit on?
I mean, you know this kid's not a hard ass. For God's sake, he plays League of Legends.
I know, honestly. Oh wait, it was Dustin, my god. Oh, yeah, no, I'll ask Dustin if he remembered some kid saying that when he was playing League of Legends, because I can't imagine that many people are fucking playing that game. I'm just amazed that some, Canadian mom is what Saul is. So I'm picturing her son was playing the game. Saw that
nah,
pop
dude,
up
she
on
was
the
playing
little
it.
I know. Oh yeah, she was, it could have been some fat chick playing that game. I know. Oh god. I'm not saying fat girls play video games, but maybe League of Legends, because fucking A, that game looks horrible. But yeah, that's just something of them blowing that way out of proportion. That's just gonna be more fuel to the fire saying video games promote people to become psychotic killers, and yeah, no, they don't, ever.
Dude, that's why I agree with the one Smosh video saying, video games are a way for people to take their aggression out on people in a passive way.
Honestly, I was like, it is something to just, it's just,
So you get frustrated at work or something, you just, God, I'm so mad I could just shoot a hooker. And then you go home and play Grand Theft Auto, and guess what? There's an endless amount of hookers you can shoot.
I know, I mean, if they take away my violent video games, the homeless population is fucked. Because no one misses those people. Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, it's bad enough they took junk food away from the schools.
Oh, I know. I just saw that recently. I was like, where the fuck do you get off? I mean, even when we were going to high school, they just took away the sodas, and I was kind of like.
And the year after we graduated, then they took away all the junk food.
Really? And I thought they just recently did that, which is 3 years after we graduated, or 2.
Yeah, no, I'm saying our school now it's every school in the state, but our school specifically got rid of the one good thing they had, the chicken poppers and french fries.
Okay, my whole thinking is right now, the school districts, I know they're trying to be all fucking healthy, but one, you take them out of the school, kids are gonna eat shitty. That's just what kids do. I mean, look at what you and I and everyone else did back in high school. We would go out to eat every fucking day. We would just, let's go to McDonald's.
I remember that. I remember, that year, junior year, we all went to McDonald's every day because we had the free Big Mac thing.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. We went out every day and ate shitty food. That's just what teenagers do. You take it away from the schools, all you're hurting are the schools, because Pepsi and all those, Lay's, all those things, they pay the schools to have their products there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, supporting fat kids or anything, but for God's sakes, junk food is a pretty big part of any teenage or college student's diet.
They won't take them, they can't take them away from college things because, one, people go to college or adults and they're going to be like, fuck you.
I know, I'm not talking about college, I'm just saying, in that age group.
It is, it really is. I know I have a terrible diet. I eat shitty all the fucking time. I just got done eating my other half of my Jack and Grill amazing burger. Fucking love those things. It's just part of eating, it's just eating shitty. Now, it's up to the kid. Kids, 95% of kids actually have a good enough metabolism they can digest all the sugar fucking products. And you want to know how I know that? Because I was one of those kids who ate all those sugary fucking products.
Hell, I'm still one of those
No, I
kids.
know, I'm
And
still- Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm skinny or anything, but for how I eat, I should be a lot bigger than I am.
I know, and then, yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't gained weight, but it's not something where I'm like, you know, I have like a big old fat neck now, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you know, muffin top and scrotum beard, and
Yeah.
need one of the electric scooters to ride because my knees are about to give out.
Exactly, and I eat worse, a lot horrible than a lot of people. And do I have to, yeah, and I'm just like, you know, that's just part of, you know, it's just how they are. I mean, you want to replace them with healthy options, fine, whatever. Guess what? People can bring their own fucking lunches. Okay, like middle school. Kids can't really go out to eat, so they're going to take away all their, like, drinks and probably their pizza and all that crap. Kids are just going to start bringing their food. Because the parents...
You know, just start bringing cold pizza to school.
Exactly. Parents, it's up to... It's not... I always hate this shit where people try to make it as the schools and the, you know, TV. People try to pass the blame on everybody else. It's the fucking parents, okay? If you come home and your kids come home from school and you don't want to cook them a home-cooked meal and you just get them some fast food, don't go blaming the fucking schools because your kid's fat. Alright?
And you know, I'm just waiting for the day that, you know, some kid just comes into school with like a whole pizza and starts eating it while everyone's sitting there with their salads and breadsticks.
Exactly.
And the school tries to write him up for being unhealthy and just, fuck you!
Hell,
My food.
I even remember back when I was in elementary school, I like that, you know, I had a nice little Hostess Twinkie because I fucking love those. They're bringing them back.
Oh, I miss Twinkies.
They're coming back. But, yeah, I had Hostess Twinkie. I literally got in trouble when I was a little kid because I decided I wanted to eat my dessert, my Hostess Twinkies, before I ate my sandwich.
Seriously, you got in trouble for that?
Yeah, I'm not fucking kidding you. I remember this. That shows how much I remember this because I was like 8 years old. You know, brought my lunch. I was like, oh, I don't, you know, the sandwich is okay, but I really want to eat these Twinkies. I started eating them. That little lunch lady, old lady bitch comes over. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You eat your sandwich first and then you eat that. I'm like, it's already halfway eaten. I'm not putting it down. You know?
That's when you should just shove the rest of it in your mouth.
I know.
Go to hell, lady.
You know, it's one of those things where if I had the mindset I do now, I would be expelled from every elementary school.
You would have started walking through the hallways like a Nazi. Well, I might as well join the club.
Dress up like Hitler for fucking... What? I saw him on TV. Oh shit, yeah. I did go to an elementary school that was like, you know, I think most elementary schools are like this, but it was like a Nazi place where, you know, every elementary school has the like, you be quiet when we say you be quiet type of thing, where that shit wouldn't fly with me at all. Like I said, it's a good thing I just didn't have the mindset I do now, where I'd just be like, you know, fuck you, no. Especially since let's just put it this way, I do not talk all elegantly, and I kind of use swear words without realizing I use swear words. So yeah, I noticed that even at my work. I've only gotten in trouble once for swearing at work, so yay. Alright. You know, we got a half hour to go. It's time to get in some reviews. Remakes. Alright. Let's just go around the table starting with me. Ha! Yeah, I start today.
You start every day.
No, actually I usually let everyone else start and then it's me. So, yeah. If you listen...
Little word of warning. Deadpool's the only game I played this ever. So.
Okay. Well then, Nick, I want you to hold on to that because like I said, I do want to do a full review of that. Like an actual just sit down and we talk nothing about anything but Deadpool. And we're gonna try to, if you want to download the Spartacus one, it's free. So if you want to download that, we're gonna talk about that sometime.
I told you, I tried, it won't let me.
Okay, well, whatever. Nikki G, if you want to download that, which I recommend, you totally should do that.
Yep, gonna try.
Okay.
Although I did see that they came out with Doritos Crash Course 2.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
We might have to try that out. Anyways, I will start with Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel. Yay! Okay, so let me get this straight. Army of Two, the first one, you're fighting terrorists, you're fighting, the organization you work for, you're fighting all this crap. Army 2, the 40th Day, you're fighting, like, evil Chinese people. I don't really know what the hell they were. Were they just mercenaries? Do you remember, Nick?
I think they were a private army.
Okay, either way, you're fighting a private army. Army 2, the Devil's Cartel, well, you're fighting the Cartel. I'm not saying the Cartel's not dangerous. They are. I'm never going to Mexico because of them, so that's why, I agree. Okay, first, there's a couple things weird about this game. First of all, you kill an obscene amount of the cartel members. Like, I think I emptied half of Mexico out by the end of this game. You kill so many of them. Secondly...
Well, to be honest, the cartel is pretty big, and I'm sure most of those were just like, the low-end lackeys.
I can agree with that. They also have, you'll play as these two new guys. You don't get to play as Salem and Rios, the two bros, which really got horrible in this game, which I'm glad what they did to them. You play as Alpha and Bravo. That shows how creative these guys are. They don't even give these people real fucking names. So they give them you play as Alpha and Bravo. You actually just play as Alpha. You don't get to choose. Unlike the other Army 2s where you could choose between Salem or Rios, you have to play as Alpha. You don't get to choose Bravo or anything like that. The weapon customization is actually lackluster compared to what it was. Because remember how it used to be like aggro and stuff, and you're like, oh, if you put flowers on your gun and be ridiculous, you get more aggro. This it cuts.
Plus, I did like how the second one had the whole like mix and match parts thing.
Yeah, this one dumbs down the weapons customization, but it does add something a little bit. It adds one new. It kind of mix and match kind of with the customization. So you can't make your guns look ridiculous. You don't have gold guns anymore. You have to choose.
What?
Yeah, no.
Gold guns was like the best part of the games.
You get camo. You get like desert camo and all. You get generic camo guns. The masks aren't that great. I mean, I did actually find the Dead Space masks, because they noticed I played Dead Space 3 or something, I'm picturing. It is an EA title. So I was wearing the Dead Space masks, which I thought were pretty cool. For the most part, though, they don't have any ridiculous masks either. They do still have the smiley face, but they don't have, my favorite mask, the Deadpool-looking mask. I was kind of sad. Mm. But they also don't have any weird masks, though. They only had, like, one weird mask. The rest were just like, oh, generic, 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 generic. And, Isaac Clarke. So I just wore the Isaac Clarke one and be like, I'm Isaac Clarke, but more generic. Alpha, you also can customize the way your character looks, like what he's wearing. Basically, I made mine into, he basically looked like Ghost Rider. A lot of leather in the middle of Mexico. He would have died of heat exhaustion, but that's, we're not in the laws of physics here.
Guys, I think we all know that someone could survive with a leather jacket, saying that I was the dumbass who would wear a leather jacket all fucking day.
True. Yes, you were that guy.
Yeah.
God, I'm embarrassed for you. Anyways, unlike Salem and Rios, those two were kind of like the fun-loving bros, where they'd be like, they'd be cracking jokes the whole time.
They'd be picking on each other.
Tripping each other. I remember that a couple times. They would just have fun. These two are cut, cold, dry, generic protagonists. They're just two white guys.
Of course, I don't know about you, Brad, but when we played co-op, my favorite part was when we just, in the middle of a firefight, just sit down and play rock, paper, scissors for like half an hour.
You can't do that anymore, too. To my knowledge. I was not able to mess with the co-op partner at all.
He's just like, dude, knock it off. We're professionals.
Honestly, these guys were the most boring fucking protagonists. They also do something really, like, Nolan North's not back as Salem, and Rios even changed his voice, and they even look different. Like, they look weird. Like, Rios has a fat head now, like a really fat head, and his scars, like, really healed up. And Salem has a big nose now, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you two? Also, the villains are pretty fucking lame, but I have to hand it to them. They at least have a main central villain, unlike 40th Day, where they just had the main central villain at the last 5 seconds of the game. And the gameplay is pretty similar for the most part. They don't actually have as much co-op needed to play this game, though. Because remember in the Army of Twos where you'd have to distract this heavy armored guy so I can go behind him and shoot him, or, that type of thing? They don't have that at all. No, it's just like, shoot, just go forward. It was just like, it was kind of beats the whole point of Armu too. I do hand it to one thing. They have really good destructible environments. Like, really good. They use a good engine, whatever. It's like, you'll be standing behind some cover and it could get destroyed if you get enough gunfire there or a grenade. And same with a pillar. Pillars can get they wouldn't be completely destroyed, but you see chips of the pillar coming off. I like the environments. The environment is about something I like, but being that you're in Mexico the whole fucking time, it gets kind of boring just being in Mexico the whole fucking time. That's one thing I liked about the first Army 2 is you go to a vast different areas. I don't like being in one area the entire game, but that's me. And also, I have to say one thing. That really, this game would have been a C game if it wasn't for how this game fucked me over. Okay, so I get to the final boss. The final boss, I'm going to call him El Diablo, because that's what they call him before you find out who he is. So you're going to be fighting El Diablo. You beat El Diablo. And then the game, it might have been just me or something. I'm picturing it as just me, because I didn't see an outcry of this on the internet. But the game, it said, your partner has died. Bravo has been killed. I killed the guy. Actually, I didn't kill him. The first time Bravo actually got killed. So I was like, okay. I restarted the entire boss fight over again. So I'm fighting the boss all over again. I watched the end cutscene where, we stopped the villain and he's like, oh, you haven't seen the last of me. Bravo has been killed. I'm like, wait, what? I just saw the end cutscene. I was like, okay, maybe he got killed at the last second or something. So I fight the boss again! I watched that end cutscene, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, okay. And the worst part about that is, though, Bravo got downed in the third time, the charm type boss fight. He got downed. I revived him right before I went and killed the final boss. So I went and beat him and watched the end cutscene, and then Bravo has been killed. I could not finish the fucking game without just, I guess, restarting the entire mission over, which I say, fuck you, I'm not doing that. The game wasn't that good. So, instead of giving this game a generous C, I'm gonna give it a fucking D. A D minus. This is, the only reason why it's not an F is because it's really not that terrible of a game, but when your game is bugged so I can't fucking finish it, fuck you. God damn. If you see this game at a GameStop or something, or maybe you bought this game at a GameStop, break it in half, go to GameStop, shove it in that teller's face and be like, why the fuck would you sell me this? Alright, Nikki G, what do you got? I just love how quiet you two were during that.
So you're kind of going on a rant there.
Dude, that pissed me off. That is fucking bullshit. I played through that entire goddamn game. If I knew it was gonna just not let me beat it, I would have wasted my fucking time. That pissed me off. But anyways, yeah, Nikki G.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the 2 reviews I had for last week, but we only got to 1.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be Telltale's Walking Dead.
Alright.
Ooh.
Nice. Did you actually play all 5 episodes or 6 episodes? I forgot how many there were.
Yep. Played all of them.
Nice. I'm on episode 3, so.
Of course, guys, feel free to jump in and fill in the blanks.
I can help with episode 1.
For the people who haven't played the game, or at least, getting started with the game, you kind of start off as Lee Everett. He's a prisoner. Well, he's accused. I'm not sure. Should we say what he's accused of? I don't think it's a big spoiler, really.
It's not a huge spoiler. I mean, they kind of hint at it. It'd be up to you, though, what he's accused of, and then we can leave it to a mystery of whether or not he's actually guilty of it.
Okay, so basically he's kind of accused of murder. In that sense, I won't really go into details of it, but
Ooh, keep it vague. I like it. Yeah, black guy accused of murder.
Okay, let's also let's also say he's in the South, so he could have just walked by a murder scene. They're like, he must have did it.
So basically, you start off in this police car, and this isn't in Georgia, Atlanta, kind of like the TV show, but it's an alternate story, of course. But so you kind of start off in the police car, you're going down the street, you end up hitting a zombie and crashing into the forest. And along the way of all this kind of confusion, you end up running across the little girl, Clementine. You kind of end up, walking into her house, which isn't creepy at all.
Hey, you want some candy?
That's why I like, the Christopher Walken through this game that just talks about, kids are handy because they're easy to pick up so you can throw them at the zombies while you run away.
I mean, this one, a little girl, Clementine, she's really, did you guys feel like you really had to protect her?
Well, the game doesn't, we have to, you might want to, okay, let's first mention though, this game is an adventure game. So it's not an action game, it's nothing, it's an adventure game. It's like a point and click adventure game. So it's all about the story. So did I feel like I had a protector? There was about one time where you actually have to do, to my knowledge, but for the most part, she kind of really, it's really not, she's kind of just there for the most part.
Yeah, honestly, this game reminded me a lot of, and I know it's supposed to feel like that, but it's a lot like those old PC games from when we were kids, like Putt Putt and Freddy Fish.
Yeah, basically. I don't remember either of those two, but yes, it's a lot like those and Monkey Island and stuff like that. Well, not really like Monkey Island, but it's a point and click adventure game, but with a controller. So you kind of, instead of pointing and clicking, you kind of just move Lee over to the area and be like, hey, there's this here. You should see what goes on if you do this. And it kind of has also quick time events and all that stuff too.
I should, it's this game. For those of you who watch the show or follow the comics, this game takes place during. I'm drawing a blank on his name. The main character.
Rick,
yeah. So I don't know why during when he's in a coma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is before that because you even have a cameo for Glenn. Glenn makes a cameo in this game too. So, continue. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing I really did like. Just like, oh shit, there's Glenn.
Yeah.
Right, there wasn't really any more cameos. I mean, he was kind of like the only one.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't come in.
There was the farmer dude.
Oh yeah, the farmer guy from season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I know the real actor, I can't remember his name, but he didn't come in and do the voice. I mean, I remember watching a press conference where he was actually surprised that it was a panel, not press conference. But I mean, story wise, I really think this game does deserve Game of the Year. It really is it really tugs on your heart. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, but at the end, I shed a tear, a man tear, god damn it. But
I wasn't even towards the end. It was at the end of episode 4 for me where I started crying. A manly, sobbing cry. I was sad because I guess some of the decisions I made, I mean, granted, apparently from what I've been told about this game, which is really sad, is no matter what you do, the same things kind of happen regardless. But
yeah, it really does. I mean, it's just more like you kind of somewhat choose.
Yeah, it kind of gives you
the people you play with.
Yeah, it gives you the illusion of choice, but it's still a powerful story. In my first story, I was crying, man. I was just like, God, what the fuck? I didn't play.
Now you guys want to make me get the other 4 episodes.
I know. I need to get the last episode to find out how the fucker ends because I have no idea how it ends. I'm just like, I got to the second to last episode. I'm like, oh, that was really sad. Oh, I need to find more dollars and I can just finish it. Maybe.
But it is a tear jerk. The very last episode really is. I mean, my problems were not really problems, more like gripes. Is game mechanics. Is Lee never seems to be able to actually run. I mean, you could be in a building, just being ambushed by zombies, and he's just strolling down the hallway, just it's like
if
Jesus
I move
Christ.
slowly, they'll think I'm one of them.
Exactly. I mean,
dead.
But it is freaking it's just weird because it's just like, I mean, you'll see him run in cutscenes, but for the most part, you just walk away from zombies, not even run. It's just crazy. But I think some of the characters like Kenny, he's your bro until you freaking disagree with him.
I know, he is kind of a whiny little bitch. I had to do so much to keep his ass happy. I was like, good God. I mean, he was my bro in the whole game because I just kept agreeing with him. For the most part, he was kind of correct. I could agree with him. But yeah, the moment I made one disagreement, he was like in my face, just like, what are you saying? No! I'm like, dude, fuck. But,
I'm sorry, Yeah.
I know.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, it's just like one of those things where he's like, hey man, we should like leave right now. I'm like, no, let's like stay and have some grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't like grilled cheese. Okay, we'll leave. That's right. Is it just me or do you guys notice that Lee is he is more fumbly than a 16-year-old girl in a horror film? Like, good God, he cannot do, like, he's just, it's like almost like a fucking Three Stooges thing, how he'll fumble with a shotgun, like, oh God, how do I use this? I'm like, dude.
And this is the guy accused of murder.
I know. Well, maybe he accidentally murdered, like, oh, look, we're gonna go shooting, whoop.
That's not murder, that's manslaughter. There's a difference.
Manslaughter!
Yeah, I don't know, I always found that weird. Murder means you had intention. Manslaughter, the more badass sounding one, just means you did it on accident.
I slaughter man!
But I didn't mean to.
But I did not mean it was an accident. Oh yeah. He did seem like he was a little fumbly. From what I played so far, like I haven't got to the last episode, so I'm not 100%, but I really like kind of like what happened in The Last of Us, how you can, they kind of develop the father-daughter relationship. This one also has, like, Lee and Clementine kind of develop a father-daughter relationship. And I thought that was really good. I like seeing, something that doesn't have to become like a boy and a girl, like, oh, they fall in love. Like, no, he's actually just really protective of her. He's a fatherly figure. She knows he's not his father, but, blah, 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 blah.
It's good. Even Tomb Raider had that.
Sort of. Except that character wasn't as strong, let's put it that way.
That's because he wasn't there.
That's basically, yeah.
Undeveloped daddy issues? Maybe.
Undeveloped daddy issues. But, this is one of those games, though, where it's just kind of like, I'm done with zombie high horse until I play this game. I'm like, I like zombies.
Walking Dead zombies.
Well, I like those, and I like The Last of Us zombies, even though they're infected, but the same fucking thing. Anyways, continue, Nick.
Well, one of the things I really like about this game, the zombies they were just freaking really threatening. I mean, especially since you can't freaking run away from them.
They're right on my ass, but it's okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Yeah, I mean, they really do give you that variation of just how you could die.
I do have to say, though, the game really, this is purely a story game, because it's not challenging at all. I mean, unless you mess up on a button press, that's the only way you're gonna die.
I will admit, for me, only having played episode 1, there were a few puzzles, like, to advance, where it took me a while to figure out what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Oh, I agree with that, yeah. It is a good puzzle game, but this proved to a lot of people, you can make a game that is purely story, that has some gameplay, but mostly story. And it's, this is almost like a new experience, almost. Where most video games where you're like hacking and slashing, cutscene, hack and slash, cutscene, hack and slash, cutscene. This one just kind of has a story that just flows, it's like an interactive story, kind of like an interactive book where do you go down in the dungeon or do you go upstairs into the nice safe clouds? It's kind of like that.
Except, unlike in the book, you can't just look ahead to what will happen, change your mind, and go back.
You technically can with the internet, but
it's not changing your mind and going back. Oh, I didn't choose that.
True. My finger's still on the page, Lois, see?
Oh. I'm not dead, I promise.
I know. Yeah, that also just leads for multiple playthroughs. For the most part, I think, where you could be like, oh, I made this decision last time. Time for me to make this decision and see just how the characters react.
Just gotta remember, always save the tatas.
I always say the tits. I save the tits, and I'm not going to go into detail what happens with those titties. Yeah. Shut up. You guys are jumping ahead. You guys are spoiling it. I just said I didn't say what happened to the titties.
Yes, but you didn't have to. It's what you didn't say that gave it away.
I could have been inferring that the titties just, Lee gets some nice, action,
Yes, but we all know you better than that.
Shut up. Anyways, yeah. continue with your review there, Nikki G.
But I mean, it's one of those things where it's just, I mean, it makes you really make some morality choices here. In this game.
Oh yeah.
I have to admit, there was a couple choices I made, which I'll talk to you. Actually, I don't want to even talk about it because Nick, you haven't played about it. Like I was going to say after we were done recording, but Nick, you haven't played. So there was a couple choices I made though where I felt like a piece of shit. Where like, you know, the character's screaming at me saying, "Why did you do that?" And I'm like, I don't know.
I had to stop, look in the mirror and just say, I hate you.
Okay, well, at least you didn't, like, go in the mirror. You're fat, disgusting, you whore. How about you put on your horror makeup, you whore? I don't know what decisions you made there, Nick. God damn. Oh, God, this is good radio. We're just making ourselves laugh.
But, yeah, I mean, overall, I really think it's just a really fun game, just awesome. It really did deserve Game of the Year, so I'm just gonna give it an A.
An A.
Yep.
I'm gonna let myself finish that last episode, just in case that last episode really pisses me off or something. Who knows? I doubt it, but you know what? I have Microsoft points hanging around, so I'll just download that last episode and just be like, oh my god! Actually, I might replay through the whole thing since I own every other episode. So, we'll see. But anyways, at this point in time, I can agree with that, so, awesome.
I can agree with that at my point in time, too.
We played episode 1, that was free.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes left, so we'll shoot the shit a little bit for the next 4 minutes, cause I'm a stickler. It's like my weird OCD where I have to make it so it's exact, like it's an hour. You know, if we end at 56 minutes, everyone's like, what? 4 minutes of no free content? No!
So that's kind of like never, I'll talk to you after the show.
Okay. But yeah, I guess.
So what are you going to do? Just cut it off exactly 1 hour, even in the middle of the sentence? Just, nope, goodbye.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'll actually say all the other crap. But we will be doing actual reviews again, cause you know what? I kind of miss playing new games. I don't know. I have like I was telling Nikki G, I have literally about 2 foot stacks of games that, you know, I haven't really played all the way through, or maybe I just want to replay. Just sitting right, you know, a couple feet away from me, and I'm like, I want to play the new stuff. So, yeah, like our next review that will be coming up, we have 2 of them coming up, Spartacus Legends and Deadpool. Yeah. So yeah, we got 2 of those coming up. We'll bring back the movie ones, maybe. I mean, that's just the movie ones are going to be a little bit different because we have to make sure someone else saw it. Otherwise, it's just going to be me doing it, and I don't feel like I might just mention it if no one else has seen it that week. I don't even. Oh God, I have a choice this week: The Heat or White House Down. Yay!
Go see The Heat.
It's either The Heat or Olympus Has Fallen 1.5. Which one do I see? I think I might just see the one that I think might be a fun action film, not the Sandra Bullock film. I'm sorry, I don't like Sandra Bullock at all. I don't think she's a good actress. I never liked a single one of her movies. Even when she was in Demolition Man, I did not like her. I did not like her character.
Not even The Blind Side?
Fuck no.
You mean the whole story where it's all about the Great White Hope?
Where the great white person has to help out the poor black man? You know, I don't have any white guilt, I guess, because my family didn't come to America till like the 1920s. Yeah, I actually know my family history, bitches. Thank you, high school, for making me know this knowledge. Both of you had to know that crap too. I forgot.
Year.
Yeah, you guys were both in that sophomore year class where we both had to learn our family history. God damn it. I never would have known. I liked having my, naive thoughts of thinking my family was,
Slavers.
Oh, God, no. I was going to say people who saved America from, Abraham Lincoln, a direct descendant of him or something. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so slavers.
Abraham Lincoln was not a slave owner. God damn it. Anyways, that's our show, everybody. Like us on Facebook. Visit our website at bloodyscreen.weebly.com for basically the written reviews and some of our older stuff that I have not uploaded to YouTube in I may or may not upload it to YouTube. I probably won't because I don't have the auto files on this laptop. I mean, I could always turn on my other laptop, but blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, yeah, like us on Facebook, subscribe! We actually have one. So, yes, enjoy the show. I know. Honestly, thank you. And it's an hour and 3, 4, 5 minutes. Good night, everybody! Seconds, I meant. Yeah, so, bleh.
Okay. Brandon,
But
in Deadpool, have you gotten